I'm Mad, and welcome back to Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut. Where we last left our hero, we were desperately trying to find all the fragmented parts of the princess, and ourselves. So let's go.
You're on a path in the woods. You make your way up the short path.
Oh,
to the
Mr.
cabin.
Sims.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm just gonna let what happens happens.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an
Hey.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've
I am.
had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. You're... Fine. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there?
I'm stuck, lady.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
Damn. You're the one who said you can't leave here without me, which means I hold all the cards. Either you go first, or we stay here. Up to you.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially. What is she doing?
Her best.
I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a rat,
Damn.
but not of a liar.
Okay.
If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
You're so cute.
Eyes on the back of her head.
Does she really? No, we're fine.
Yeah.
Princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs.
Let's go.
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
Us? No, never. Just keep your eyes peeled when you get out of the basement, if you catch my drift. I don't follow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it.
The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you. But something catches her eye. Oh no.
Like a cat.
Oh no?
Oh no.
It's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you to grab it once we got upstairs. That was the whole keep your eyes peeled thing, and then you would have stabbed her in the back and we would have been winners.
wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back. What an awful little scheme that would be. Too bad I got here first, and I don't even need it. Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
Then she slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place.
Locked in the basement, I thought for sure she was just going to stab us.
The princess cackles from the other side of the door.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
Yeah, it is. Let's try the door.
You tried it. It's locked.
Wow. Let's force the door.
You throw yourself against the door. It won't budge.
Okay, fine. You got me. Very funny. Can you let me out now?
No, you're going to sit down there forever, languishing.
Nice word. Please just let me out. I promise I won't be mad. But I will be mad. I'll be mad constantly.
As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here. It's in our nature to be trapped.
I thought you needed me to get out.
I do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open this door.
Ma'am, I just want to sleep.
So we're going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
Okay. What happens now? I'm stuck here. Boys? Boys?
Why isn't he saying anything? I think he's gone.
Haha.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure. Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a... This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Yeah.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
Yeah. Let's go. You are nothing at all. The narrator? But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Hello, handsome.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that...
Jesus Christ on a cracker, that's loud.
Did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you
Is this new?
one reality...
Alright. Okay. Alright, bird boy. What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
In one of my lives, you doubted yourself. You thought that all of this was wrong. Oh, shit, that's reactionary.
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing.
On the contrary, I'm always delusional in my reality. I have so many questions for you.
Then ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once, but you'll be awake soon.
Are you a god? Or were you a god?
No. In life, I was painfully mortal. A witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both.
You made us? Out of what?
The cycle of life and death. The endless pattern of creation and destruction. I tore it in two and shaped the fraying threads into you and her.
Well, that's short. Like me. Why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
That's not true.
Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request.
Is this not new?
The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
People out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Alright, Mr. All-Seeing Crow. I should have finished this game before I started listening to the Magnus Archive. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
No, don't do it to me. Don't do that to me. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this.
I've said my piece, and my time is up.
Alright. I'm sorry.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
I'm sorry. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Alright. You arrive at the heart of things. The heart of all things? The heart of things. The heart of things. There is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh, jeez. You scared me. That's my wife. I am thou. Thou art I.
Finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? Did you hear me sobbing?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Yes, you have multiple shifting mounds. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always
Reacting and never acting, but it's woven into your nature, isn't it? Damn.
When the echoes spun us from
Damn.
one into two.
I hate this face because this, and I'm sure it's meant to be, and as somebody that grew up Roman Catholic, this is a very religious, see on the side of a church stained glass window kind of face. It looks very familiar, like eerily familiar. It's just the eyes. There's something about the eyes and the like slack mouth and okay.
It's magnificent. Every
Alright, let's step into the infinite. Oh, that's so pretty. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Look at my well hand. Yes. Yes. Let's go to the menu. Let's see the gallery. Okay. Oh. Okay, alright. Oh. Oh, lordy, I have so much to do. I have so much to do. I hate this music because of how much I've had to edit with this music behind it. It's so good, but not when it's over and over. Okay, the Spectre. Princess and the Dragon's pretty much done. The Witch, I have a lot to do. I love the Stranger. Okay. Okay. Slay her.
I know, and I've been waiting for you to see it through. Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save him, then so be it. The trick behind behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. You let me move, and I slam the door. But that is not the end. And both of us must face our partner once again. The barbs twist deeper, but they do not have to. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are?
But this is all the same.
Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
These, by the way, okay, excuse me. The address the vessel's statement directly was a game changer when trying to get all the endings. Now let's do appeal to shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. What once was one, then was two, and then was one again. You gave me shelter.
Oh, that stupid little grin.
And then you struck another match.
Fucking opportunist. I'm sorry.
I pulled you from the ruins, and then we built a life. What once was one, then was one again. The peace didn't last. The worm in your heart came for us. It took you from me, but you took me with you. And together we both left. What once was one, then was two, and also one again. You and I are bound together. To rid yourself of me would be to leave yourself forever incomplete.
Probably the best princess. I wish I could leave with you now like we did then.
Then leave with me.
That's just simple. Oh. I won't leave with you. Not until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
I miss being so close to you.
Then leave with me.
I miss you being inside me. Just because we're bound together doesn't mean I can't be whole without you. Get him, girl.
Could you bear the risk of seeking that truth? What if you're wrong?
No different than every other day in my life. That was terrible. I never want to be so close to anyone ever again.
It doesn't have to be so terrible.
It's a lie.
In a world with both of us, nothing has to last forever.
I never wanted to get pulled into you. I was only trying to save the world.
But the world doesn't need saving. We've moved it along for as long as it's existed.
I never wanted to get pulled into you. I just didn't like sharing a body with you, and you rewarded me with more of what I didn't like.
But it's over now. Things change, and they can change again.
So I'll continue, I guess. This has always just been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. But we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty and ugliness.
Maguka is
love
suffering.
and conflict. A picture of a life and a picture of a life and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale?
That's a good hero picture.
You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out, and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
I was so glad to dance with you.
And dance with me again, and you'll never have to stop.
Never, ever, 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 ever. That was a mockery of a life we shared.
It was a cruelty of this construct. Leave with me when the time comes, and we can find a true life together.
What we shared there was agony, but it doesn't have to be like that. We can find a way to make things better.
What we saw was a world without me. Everything will be okay, so long as we leave together.
Everything will be alright, everything. I never want to hold the world still. But is suffering the only alternative? But is suffering the only alternative?
There is no suffering but the lies we tell ourselves. The only real suffering would be a world without my mercy.
Meguka! I'd never want to hold the world still. It needs you.
Then you're starting to wake up. Leave with me when the time comes, and we can dance forever.
See, I always feel like my accent makes me sound crass and rough, and I think that's why I like Geen in Bleach, is because the way it's described and the way that you can hear him talk is because he's like some trashy kind of accent compared to everybody else's more proper accent, and I guess I just always equated myself to that because, like, have you heard me talk? I just feel like the way I speak is improper, and I spent my life trying to speak properly, but when everybody else around me speaks, you know, the gobbledygook that I do, sometimes I like owning it, but it's times like these when you have really good voice actors like Nicole Goodnight and Jonathan Sims, and you're like, should I be reading these lines? If this really great game with these really great voice actors, phenomenal voice actors, this voice that you're hearing right now, which is very East Coasty, trashy accent, is being placed in between these two amazing people. And, you know, I don't know. The only reason we weren't happy was because we couldn't forget. There's a version of that world worth living in.
You steep yourself deeper in delusion.
Like tea.
I pity you for the thoughts that dance in your mind, and I will break them before we're through.
Break me. There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture.
We are the whole of reality. Fear is a chain around the neck and a needle in the eye.
I love this.
It was fear that made our prison, and it was fear that told the lie that our spirits were not free to choose. But even bound, we saw a light, and you gave me the wisdom to speak my heart and shed my doubts. Without fear, suffering ceases to be. Without fear, death dissolves. Without fear, we are free to choose beauty.
Yeah.
This construct is a machine of fear. It has no place in our divine hearts. Shatter it. Leave with me.
I was happy to leave with you.
And I hope you'll be happy to leave with me again.
Neither of us could have been free without the other.
Just as neither of us can be free without the other now.
No matter what we did, we kept trapping each other again and again and again.
And yet here we are, bound only by our final shackles. It will have all been worth it once we're finally free.
Death is more than fear. It is reality. Just because we can reject it does not mean the world is free of it.
Their prisons are their own. And should we not give them the ability to find their freedom? If we can free ourselves, the world can certainly follow suit.
You're right. You're right. There's nothing for us here.
Then leave with me. Now. Forget the struggle. And dance with me forever.
Oh? Now let me try. Their prisons are their own, and should we not give them the ability to find their freedom? If we can free ourselves, the world can certainly follow suit.
Then leave with me. Now. Forget the struggle, and dance with me forever. If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
And there is always time. As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Are you still committed to my destruction, or has your resolve started to waver? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
I like this cheeky little face right here.
Something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things. Pepper Flake. Oh god. Can't let that happen. I can't let everything die.
Then destroy me if you're able. But I will not coddle you in my final moments. I will not yield to your delusion without a vicious struggle.
You don't have to face her alone. Seems like you've been doing all right on your own, but I don't think you can strike a decisive blow from out here.
You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Hero! You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here.
Which hero are you?
I'm all of them, I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
I can do this alone.
I don't think you can. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence.
I missed Hero. Where's everyone else?
They're still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this.
I'd like to be stuck in the folds, you know? How are you supposed to help?
She's too many things.
I thought voices weren't allowed here.
Apparently that's not true, but we can worry about it later.
I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror.
I don't think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later. She's too many.
The actual answer.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Ready.
Then let's go.
Yeah! Oh, butterflies all over again.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
It's when my two favorite people were
Need
together.
me to describe things.
Well, yeah.
That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place. Oh, you made it here too?
Oh.
We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
Ah! If the offer still stands, could you describe the cabin to us? For old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore.
It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he? He mentioned the windows when we broke them.
Yeah.
No mirror this time, either. I think it did whatever it needed to do. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
I don't want to. You know what I'm gonna do.
You actually did it! I know I just told you not to, but I'm proud that you did it anyways. It's like you've finally left the nest. Yeah, just like that it's gone, isn't it? Blade tossed, glass shattered. I guess we'll have to make do without it. There's your third beat. Hey! You're right. Good work. That was really funny. Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Yeah, it was a real...
It's okay. We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
Don't lose your
messy
way
anymore, though.
down the stairs.
somebody here feels
You're
put
gonna
together.
fall off the edge. Don't be afraid to trip.
And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script. Are we missing a page?
Let's talk. I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you, at least. I'm sorry for what I did to you.
That's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. A conversation with us then probably wouldn't have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that.
Wait, is the new ending? Can we leave with Hero on Contrarian? Please, tell me. Tell me that's the new
I'm
ending.
gonna stay right
No!
here. Whatever
No!
you're doing right now, wherever you're going.
God,
feels
no!
like it's for just the
Please!
two. Yeah.
No! Are you sure?
Yeah, it wouldn't feel right. But I'll be okay.
God
We'll be
damn
okay.
it!
See? I'm not even alone. If he's here with me, I'm sure we can find the others too.
I want you guys to be with me. And then they crossed the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with them.
We can feel the threads of all the stories. It's comfortable there, with someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
Who's going to open it?
All of us.
Are you ready?
It's hard to tell with so many voices talking at once, but we're more ready than we're not.
Neither of us knows what it's going to be like out there.
And that is why we're here. We can't wait to see it with you.
I love you.
And we love you too.
Man, getting into arguments with all of her must be really irritating. Because now I'm alone, but she is Legion.
That's probably for the best.
Let's try it with the
Those
blade.
winding stairs. And forward we go. We shouldn't keep up. That was easy compared to last time. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So, you brought the knife. After everything you've seen, and all the lives we've lived together, you still aren't sure what you want to do? Unless you are. We just hope you're sure of yourself, one way or the other.
So this is really it then?
So,
He's gone.
And then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
We really won. We're the house now. We get to make
We're in the house now.
absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him? The whispering, the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. Welcome back, everyone. It's great to see you all again. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
maybe this doesn't have to end just yet. Maybe there never even has to be an ending.
Oh.
The way it all works seems to be based on you. If you believe we can do something, then we can do it. So believe that we can put it all back. Believe we can fix the Echo's construct and make us all forget. Believe we can send us all back to the beginning, before anyone woke up, before the truth consumed us.
Can they really do that? Are you sure that's what you want? Why wouldn't it be what we want, especially if it brings him back? We can't keep going without a nemesis.
We don't want to forget.
A single tear.
We don't think we ever really forget, anyway. There's always something that draws us back together. Some buried memory that both of us treasure.
We didn't forget what you told us.
You thought we'd be gone. Thought you could taunt us with death.
We never left. We've just been quiet, hiding somewhere else. But we don't need to be quiet any longer. We're the house now.
We're the house now, bitch.
And I'm not sure you'll like those new rules.
You should never make assumptions about things you don't know, like whether or not the voices in your head will be gone for good.
Torturer. And to think I thought we could rely on you. Can't even trust ourselves.
This is going to be fun, isn't it?
Slaying our beloved and threatening us with damnation. There's no good ending for you.
You all need to lighten up. Telling us we were going to die was funny. I'm not sure they agree with you. Voices get around. Knives out, boys. It's time to get to work. The look. The look. We've all used it.
Oh?
Yeah, do you not know about the look?
The look, eh? So we're getting serious about this.
You flash the princess the look.
Mm.
And a rosy
Aww.
blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Oh, be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you. But now we could both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Or not.
Oh, I like her.
Oh, I thought that only happened.
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for. I will.
Your
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore. This one is like a shadow of me, a memory of what she used to be, bound to the wounds of distance and time. She will make for a scarred and beautiful heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves, heart, lungs, liver. You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Getting back to his earlier question, how many times have you all been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this. And some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions?
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did it.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere. Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
What if we don't go to the cabin?
We've tried that. It doesn't work.
Our hearts always brought us back to her.
The deck is stacked.
So many paths, and they're all circles.
Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized. And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same. Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
He's worse than her.
The only way out is to do nothing, so nothing I will do.
You do nothing. You can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
That's a new one.
Huh. Do you think it'll work?
No. Nothing ever works.
Boo! You're the worst one. He's not the one who got us into this mess. At least I keep you breathing around her. See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries. Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing. And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half. Great. And that's why you're not the top. I want to see what nothing does for us. Right now, all of you aren't letting nothing happen.
Hopefully this stuff's all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have them.
He'll get you killed by himself. Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed at one point or another. That's hardly even a concern now. As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it.
I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have an air of dignity.
My point exactly.
I'm gonna keep doing nothing.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Alright, let's go.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
Alright, let's see her.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
I'm gonna proceed, because it's all I can do.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's another new one. How do you keep coming up with new things? I hope this works better than nothing did. Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade.
Show me her!
As you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's she's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
When I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my will. And lock
I love this.
out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Let's go.
You extend your hand to hers.
Oh, that's awesome.
For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle. Tender, even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Oh.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
Could you have an open hole on your face?
Leaving her alive is too risky.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret.
You have to make a choice. I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job. You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me?
Kinda.
You'll regret this. I promise you.
Oh.
But go ahead. Run along and get whatever you're planning to get.
Oh.
But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? You take... Okay, fine. Let's say, for all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay?
No.
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die. I'm sorry, did I hear that right? Did you just say you're going to try and free her? She doesn't even want to be free. Exactly. So beyond the apocalyptic moral implications of letting her out, how do we even think that's going to work? I mean, we have a weapon, right? We could always just cut her out, yeah? While she's trying to kill you. Yeah, why not? And then what? Do you think she'll just follow you out of here? Maybe. I don't know. It's worth a shot, isn't it? No, it's not.
We're doing it.
Actually, no, you're not. I have a responsibility to the world here, and I'm not just going to let you throw yourself into a scenario where the literal best outcome is the end of everything. Until you come up with any other idea, your body remains standing rigidly in place. What do you think you're doing? You can't just order our body around like it's some sort of doll. Watch me. Your left arm lifts towards the ceiling and
What?
your hand twists into an obscene gesture.
Don't do that.
See? I can make you do whatever I want. So what? You barely managed to lift our arm.
What are you doing? What is that? Why are you moving so weird?
The princess, taken aback, flashes her own rude gesture in return. Hey, you, decision maker. I want us to fight her as much as he wants us to kill her, but this is boorish. Just ignore him. If you want to try and free her, I don't think there's much he can do to actually stop you.
I'm going to free the princess.
You know what? Fine. Blade in hand, you charge forward to try and free the princess from her bindings.
Finally! I have no idea what you were just doing, but I'm glad it's over.
As you slash across her wrist, her elbow comes crashing down on your skull. An unsettling crack echoes in your ears. It's a devastating blow. Your body crumples to the floor, limbs suddenly refusing to respond. This might be it.
That's it, huh? You've gotten really soft.
I am soft. I'm a little soft boy.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Really? In just one blow? Yes. Oh, come on, that's hardly fair. We're not dead. You're just flipping the table over. It is what it is. You're dead. Finished. Over.
We're dead.
All right, fine. This whole thing's a frustrating mess anyways.
He gave up.
We're better off with a fresh start. I'll see you two next time.
Alright.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damn focused on freeing her, we wouldn't have died back there. You're
Hey.
strong, but you're bullheaded. This isn't a fight, it's a puzzle. She's stronger than us, but we can use that to our advantage. I hate puzzles. I've never done a puzzle myself, but anything that doesn't get us beaten to death is good in my book. What do you have in mind? Same thing as last time, only we'll be smarter about it. We're getting her out of there. After that, we're seeing what happens.
Okay.
Are you insane? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If she gets out of here, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
Enlighten me, then.
I have no memory of meeting you, but you've clearly seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. You'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here.
So where does that leave us?
It leaves us exactly where we started, and where I'm sure you've already been before. The princess, left unhindered, will bring about the end of the world. You have to put a stop to her. The only way to do that is to slay her.
I don't want to skip anything.
I'm sick of this smug asshole telling us what to do. If you need help busting her out of there, I'm your man. Welcome aboard. And if things go bad once we get her out of the cabin, well, at least you'll be able to get the fight you wanted.
The rest of you had better keep those two in check. They're far along the edge of a dangerous path. Don't let them go any further. You turn to face what lies her fate.
There you are. Knife.
If we're trying to break her out,
I really don't like the sound of this.
it's the only way to get us both out.
Mm,
And we need to see what happens
There you
when
go.
she leaves the cabin.
we do.
You know what? I should have tried to intervene earlier because I can't let you do that. I won't. Tough shit. We're the ones in control here.
Yeah.
It's not the...
Yeah, doesn't feel nice to be yanked around against your will, does
Doesn't
it?
feel nice to be yanked around against your will, does it?
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do.
I want you.
So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Boobies. Let's talk a bit first. We can always fight when we're done, but I have questions. I want to know what happened after you killed me.
We've talked plenty. I'm sick of talking. I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of you standing just out of reach and teasing me with a fight you won't let me have.
You won't let me punch you in the face. But you.
You disappointed me last time, so you don't get to choose what happens next.
Shit.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
It's old tea.
Okay, she's taken the bait. Now let's get out of here. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Ooh.
As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Jesus.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
I mean, that's really cute to say.
Planning on it.
Oh.
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight. at
He
once
loves her
within your
so
grasp
much.
And infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
You continue to the door. It'd be a real shame if it was stuck.
My guy.
Don't listen to him. Locks are nothing, just barrel through.
Thank you.
No!
Free her.
Skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You bastard.
It's me.
You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. So, this is what the end looks like.
It's not that bad.
What is this place? Where are we? This doesn't feel right.
I guess I'll say nothing first.
This is just another place. I don't care about places. I only care about you. Is this what you wanted? For me to see this?
I want you. Don't you get it? Everything you've known down there has been a lie. Whatever we find out here is the truth. It's the only way for us to be free.
Free?
Yes.
Just... what is this?
Haven't you watched One Piece?
It's just another place. I don't care about places. I only care about you. Is this what you wanted? For me to see this?
Yes.
Fine then. I've seen it. Are you happy? Are you finally going to come back to me? Are we finally going to fight?
Yes.
She readies her powerful legs to charge you, but then she slumps.
She's so cute.
But I don't feel like fighting anymore. I'm cold. It feels like this is where I'm supposed to be. Like stepping out of that door was some driving purpose I've long forgotten. But I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I'm so confused. I'm sorry. It's cold.
Don't worry, I'm going to do a good job.
Focus up and do it then.
You got it, Johnny. Okay. Alright. Leave.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
I can.
As you step towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal.
Run!
You do your best
Like,
to scramble up the stairs before the princess can reach you. You coward!
Oh, eat my dick.
You practically feel her steamy breath on the back of your neck, but you manage, just barely, to throw yourself over the threshold and slam the heavy stone doors behind you. You're safe, if only for a moment.
If only for a moment.
This door is enough to hold me. You're not getting out of this. I don't care how many things I have to break.
The entire cabin shakes as the princess throws herself against the basement door.
It's huge and made of stone. We're fine. Right?
Nope.
Of course we are.
Oh.
Any second now she's gonna
Maybe
break
we are
the
then.
entryway, and we're finally going to get to do what we came here to do. Impact shakes the cabin, a massive gash splitting its way up the stone doors. She comes.
Here she comes.
The doors explode outwards, shards of stone
There she is.
clattering against the walls as the
Stop running.
We're doomed.
In a fit of violence, the princess explodes across the room and closes the gap between you.
We're
You
doomed.
do your best to defend yourself
Oh, we are
from her
doomed.
onslaught, but you're sorely outmatched. For every wound you inflict on her, she inflicts 2 on you until, finally, you're no longer able to so much as stand. Your body is giving out. Giving out? No, nobody's giving out. We're just getting started.
Don't be delusional. It's over.
You fall to your knees.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be tougher than this. Come on, get up. Keep fighting me.
No, this isn't right. Listen to me. Listen to her. We can do this. We can't.
Why won't you get up?
He said we can't.
Kicks you in the chest. Splinters from your shattered ribs stabbing into your heart and lungs. Your vision starts to swim. Finally, her face, twisted into an expression of disappointment and fury, fades. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Woohoo!
You're on a path in. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Listen, sir.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
I missed Hunted.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
Yes.
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
Lord willing.
Challenging us on all the looping. Sorry to disappoint. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason.
The psycho one?
We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other,
Oh.
and I don't trust you.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence is poured out into the world.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else?
You're the chooser. The best we can do is advise. But we can help if you let us. These are just powerless thoughts and opinions. You don't need to let them drag you and the world to ruin.
No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through.
Isn't long, no last advice? From what I gather, you've, I don't know, screaming sound catharsis is what I finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
Damn.
The interior of the blade is your... See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it! A mirror? There isn't a door. There is. Circles. All of it circles. There's something for us at the end of the room. But what and why don't matter until we know them.
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on.
Spiraling!
Worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
You take the
I'm
blade.
gonna take it.
There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any. Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
I don't like that plan. Are you sure you still want to fight?
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
Oh.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase. You've nowhere to go, but remember every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are.
We can't get that close.
Oh.
She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this.
I want to fight her.
It's the only way we live.
I want to fight her.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Step closer.
You step forward, stopping just outside the reach of her chains. The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting.
You want me?
I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Ah!
As you near the top,
I don't think it picked up the first two screams I did.
stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good.
So romantic. Both of
reach the
you.
ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel. The cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
Away!
We're almost there.
We are.
Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there, and we'll take the fight with us.
You guys are encouraging.
Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it! Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
You've fallen right into my trap.
Oh, we'll see about that. Traps aren't real. The only thing that's real is bloodshed.
I mean, they're... Oh, I've made this joke already.
She charges.
fully determined to end you in a single move. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly.
Damn, Hunted.
Strike.
Damn, Hunted.
Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again.
That's beautiful.
Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh.
I feel like I've gone through this all before.
It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
Oh, are you impressed with
We're
me?
actually gonna pull this off, aren't we?
Are you impressed with me?
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Got it.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
Woman.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening. This time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing! These blows are nothing to us! But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
Let me hold you.
Then what happens?
Slayer.
Plans, boys.
Yeah.
Impatient. This is her home, not ours. You're going to let her kill us. You charge headlong into the princess, blade flashing in the dim light of the basement.
Yes, 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 yes! Finally, you get it!
For a moment, the scales feel balanced, each of you inflicting debilitating wounds on the other, striking in a dizzying synchronicity. But it isn't long before they tip in her favor. The cuts and bruises you've inflicted seem little more than superficial, barely so much as slowing her down as she continues her onslaught. You, in contrast, are finding it harder to stand as your body gradually becomes less responsive, less powerful, less stable. You can tell she's trying to make it last, but all it would take is one meaningful strike. The coup de grace.
This was good, but you could have been so much
Damn.
better.
Damn.
Beyond you now.
Here it comes. I'll see you all on the other side.
I know you can get out of there on your own.
But that wouldn't be fun. I don't want to be a monster chasing you down. I want to face you head on. I want an equal. It's so much better that way.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke?
Kinda.
Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
They're hollow. I'm a bird.
She's bubbling, hot with rage. We can't get close if we want to live.
Hot soup.
But we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us.
Damn.
I know I said this earlier, but I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now.
This isn't the razor.
We
This is the
know
needle.
The only way out is through the eye of the needle.
He said it, boys!
We'll need
Oh.
the steel claw. Grab it as we leave.
Okay.
Steel claw, now.
Yeah. I think regardless of what I do, I take the blade.
A step, you grab the blade from the altar.
And then?
So you do want to fight me? Good.
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us.
Too late.
You continue
Run for the
towards
door.
Vulnerable and unarmed.
Yeah.
No, I can't let this happen. I can't let her leave with you.
Oh.
What are you gonna do to stop that?
Cry.
I don't know. You tried the door and oh, what a relief. It's stuck.
That's cheap.
Smash it open.
Yeah.
Please, you can't.
I can.
I think you forgot something.
You feel the burning pain of something long and sharp.
Good throw.
running through your back. It slices its way into your organs until finally it exits out the other side.
What?
Sticking into the wood of the door with an echoing thump.
All the way through?
She killed us with our own weapon. Great.
Yeah.
We needed to take it.
And we didn't.
We're not dead yet. It's not over till we can't get up again.
Oh, it's over, buddy.
Coward. All of this is so wrong. This isn't how things are supposed to be. This is so cold and disappointing.
Welcome to life, sweetheart.
Body pinned to the door, you crane your neck to see her final approach. She is enveloped in complete lethality, and there is nothing you can do to stop her.
Good.
I really didn't want it to have to end like this, but your death in here is better than her freedom.
You're a bitch.
See you all next time.
Yeah. That's the spirit. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, holy shit, I'm done. I have the needles over, which is good. Getting back into it. There's just so much. There's so much, and I love it, but it's overwhelming sometimes, and I needed a break. But for now, that's going to be it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, subscribe, and also subscribe to the No Commentary channel, the Mag Grey, Grey. Remember to follow the Twitter or the Blue Sky. Those update when I'm going to be streaming, along with joining the Discord. That updates when I'm going to be streaming, as well as when new videos are posted. Also follow the Twitch, where I stream when I stream. And there's a TikTok as well. I think that's it for now. It's a weird glitch that the picture didn't change. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry this is taking so long, but thank you for your patience. I hope you all have a good night, get some sleep, and wake up well rested tomorrow. See ya!